Hello and welcome. We're at the track covering the Sport of Kings. Coming up, Reshawn Latchman shows perfect timing at the Garrison Savannah in Barbados. Phillip Feanny proves he can still condition top-class horses at Caymanas Park in Jamaica. It's all about image in the Antigua Triple Crown. Plus, we bring you the second jewel in the US Triple Crown series. And we rewind the clock to 2013 when Trinidadian super horse Bigman in town ran in the Jamaica Derby. But first, to Barbados we go. A small field of 6 was declared, but after horse number 2, The Price is Right, was scratched, only 5 went postwards in Monday's feature event at the Garrison Savannah. The hot favourite was Lucky Adventure with Rashid Hughes aboard. The Midsummer Classic winner Donico Did It, piloted by Ricky Walcott, was somewhat ignored by punters who felt the 1570-meter trip was too sharp for him. The top-weighted Janax Gold with Reshawn Latchman came in for good support and was the third favourite in the betting. We picked them up coming out of the gates.
All out. Racing, good beginning for all. Lucky Adventure on the inside wants to lead. Lavani's going to accompany him early. So it's Lucky Adventure and Lavani who dispute the lead. Lucky Adventure in the green silks. Lavani in the blue and orange silks on the outside. On the inside, Janax Gold in the white with red cap. Green, red, and white on the outside of him is Donico Did It. And the back marker of the quintet is Little Manaran in the blue cap. The opening quarter was 25-1. They go towards the 5 furlong marker with Lucky Adventure in front by a length from Lavani. Janax Gold is still third. Donico Did It is on the outside fourth. And Little Manaran observes the leading quartet, but just about a length and a half away as they round the far turn and begin their hill climb towards the 3 furlong marker. The half was completed in 51 flat. And Lucky Adventure continues to lead. Lavani remains in second, Janax Gold third. Donico Did It caught a little flat-footed here is under the pump, so to his Little Man Aran as they go towards the 2 furlong marker. Lucky Adventure yet to see a rival in front by a length and a half. On the outside, Lavani is still second. Donico Did It has gained some momentum. Janax Gold comes under right. Janax Gold on the inside starts to just drift towards the middle of the course as they're homeward bound. And it's Lucky Adventure in the middle of the course now, in front by a length and a half. Janax Gold is his only threat. It's Lavani, it's on the outside, Janax Gold, and on the inside, Lucky Adventure. Janax Gold now picks him up, puts him away, goes on to win it. Janax Gold, Reshawn Latchman.
So Janax Gold under a superbly timed ride from Reshawn Latchman, nabbing the long-time leader Lucky Adventure at the business end of the contest. Latchman had a close watch on the leader throughout and opened the throttle in deep stretch to guide Janax Gold to a facile win. So the 5-2 chance Janax Gold scores by a length and a quarter for trainer Jay Simpson and owners Bill and Haley Blevins in a time of 1 minute 35 and 6/10 of a second. In Jamaica, the 4-year-old colt Buzz Nightmare returned from a 133-day layoff to outsprint rivals in the GA Sarge Buckner Memorial Cup over 5 furlongs straight. Brian Rickman has the call.
Field in line for the J. Sarge Buckner Memorial Cup. They're off. Silver Cloud comes out. Hangs a bit to the right but now straightened out. Hologram Shadow racing in the center with Silver Cloud. Near the stands, Royal Assault is showing, as usual, good early speed. Buzz Nightmare not too far away. Lady Shankari in behind Royal Assault along with Golden Bullet as they make their way running up toward us. Silver Cloud has some catching up to do along with Hologram Shadow. Smoky Topaz and the Cobalt are the ones on the far side. They're dashing up toward the final quarter. Royal Assault has that lead. Buzz Nightmare now coming up with a challenge. Lady Shankari racing in behind them. These are near the stands along with Golden Bullet. Toward the center, Hologram Shadow has more to do at this stage. But Buzz Nightmare is now challenging Royal Assault for the lead. And Buzz Nightmare now grabs it. It's Buzz Nightmare approaching the final 16th in the GA Sarge Buckner. And Buzz Nightmare is back with a bang and wins, running away from Royal Assault. Lady Shankari is third.
So Buzz Nightmare, who last raced on January 2 this year, returned from a 4-month layoff to destroy rivals over the unique 5 furlongs straight course. The 4-year-old colt, who was imported in utero, was handled by veteran jockey Ian Dolly Baby Spence, a former president of the Jamaica Jockeys Guild. Buzz Nightmare, who's owned by Tupenu, the same team which raced Princess Popstar in Jamaica and Trinidad, came home in a zippy 57 1/5 of a second for the 5 furlong straight trip. The colt is trained by many-time champion Phillip Feanny. Over in Antigua, Lynn's Image, ridden by Jared De Freitas for trader Darren O'Gara and owner Glinton Omid, took the Dr. Cuthwin Lake Super Sprint over 6 furlongs, the second jewel in the Triple Crown at the Casada Gardens racetrack. The race, valued at $11,250 attracted 5 runners and was somewhat marred by the fall of strategic maneuver. The horse, along with its jockey, Jeff Jacobs, avoided injury. The commentator picks them up coming out of the gates.
Coming down with some speed and strategic maneuver. Like I said, has started the pace early. Lynn's Image is in second. It is strategic maneuver. Takes the turn wide. Lynn's Image is in second. Future Traction is in third. Demolition Man fourth. And final horse is Countess Liamsburg. 2 furlongs gone. Lynn's Image and strategic maneuver. Strategic maneuver has fallen. Lynn's Image is gone. Future Traction is in second place. Somebody go to the Somebody now in second, and fourth is Demolition Man. Lynn's Image is running over with this one. Second is Countess Liamsburg. Third is Demolition Man, and Future Traction is laid within there. Oh, what a stay we had there. Hope that is the jockey's okay. And it is down the stretch they come. It is Lynn's Image. She will go undefeated. Coming hard is Countess Liamsburg. Demolition Man is fighting. Future Traction is coming, but it's too late, too little. Lynn's Image has won. Day 2, Demolition Man second.
So Lynn's Image running out an easy winner of the event, never threatened by last year's Triple Crown champion, Demolition Man. To the United States we go, where the Kentucky Derby winner Nyquist will face 10 rivals in the Fitness Stakes, the second jewel in the U.S. Triple Crown at the Pimlico Racetrack in Maryland. Nyquist will break from gate position 3 and is 3-5 on the morning line, the overwhelming favorite. The Kentucky Derby runner-up Exaggerator, who has been beaten all 4 times he has met Nyquist in his career, will start from gate 5 and is being bet at 3-1 on the morning line. And before we go, the horse rated by many as the best to have run in Trinidad since the centralization of racing, Bigman in Town, raced in the Jamaica Derby in June 2013. Piloted by 4-time champion jockey Omar Walker, Bigman was sent off as the 8-5 favorite in the 16-horse field. Brian Rickman calls him from the gate as Bigman's Derby dreams were scuppered by a perfect neighbor.
They're off for the 93rd running of the Jamaica Derby, and Uncle Taff already has made his intentions known. He's coming up to run close to that lead. Hovercraft racing out wide. Bigman in Town is in the yellow cap. Over toward the far side, Crucial Appeal now begins to edge closer. Royal Vibes is traveling strong early as they run toward us for the first time, and Uncle Taff sets the fractions. Crucial Appeal over on the far side, bubbling along in second. Royal Vibes just in behind them. Willie Goldsmith held off those fractions. Zakapa is racing there. Perfect Neighbor is in between horses. Rum Punch in the yellow cap with Bigman in Town, but they flash past us, and Uncle Taff leads from a Crucial Appeal. Royal Vibes running in third. Willie Goldsmith held off the fractions, a close-up 4th spot. Perfect Neighbor in a handy spot. We'll go into that turn racing out just wide. Rum Punch is there. Toward the inside rail, Selector Book in the blue cap. Bigman in Town moves up on the outside in the yellow cap and begins to look for a position. Go-Go Train races next. Firelight in the red cap is there. Rock Union in the yellow cap racing just on his outside. In behind us, that's a Technocat. Then we have Awesome Code, overtaken by Lady Abhijita. She's beginning some sort of a run, and Hovercraft settled at the back of the field. They're strung out down the back stretch in the Derby. They run past the 6 furlong and head now toward the 5, and it's Uncle Taff continuing to lead up. Royal Vibes holding his position in second. Crucial Appeal down in the rear. Willie Goldsmith, they're now split by Zakapa, who goes a-hunting. Bigman in Town is 7 or 8 lengths off that lead. Toward the outside, Perfect Neighbor now beginning to make eye-catching progress. A Rum Punch and him moving through horses. A break back to Go-Go Train in the green cap as they're arriving at the half mile and go spinning into the turn. In behind there, Selector Book. A break back there to Firelight. Rock Union on the outside, then Hovercraft. Lady Abhijita has a long lot of running to do, but the leaders now arrive at the 3. It's Uncle Taff, and Royal Vibes is pressing him all the way as they now flash past the 5/16th. Bigman in town and Perfect Neighbor are wound up for their runs, but into the lane in the 93rd running of the Jamaica Derby, and it's Uncle Taff. He's trying to go all the way again. Royal Vibes is running a heck of a race toward the outside. Perfect Neighbor. Bigman in town looks as if he has nothing to offer them as they run past the furlong pole. It's Perfect Neighbor who picks it up from Royal Vibes and Uncle Taff. Bigman in town is beaten along with the rest. It's Perfect Neighbor out in front and in charge. Boca Chica has his second win, but most of all he wins the derby.
Bigman raced prominently early but clearly failed to stay the trip of 2,400 meters or a mile and a half. He moved on from that disappointment to stamp his authority in TNT and is the reigning horse of the year in the Twin Island Republic. We've been at the track covering the top stories in the sport of kings. Join us again next week.